I want to share a couple of stories. One's a legend, and one is just the honor the grandfathers that I spoke of earlier, where I told you that they are the ones who gift us all these images. So, in order for me to start the first one here is actually I'm going to start the teaching and honoring this man right here. This man here, right here, is my father, Morrisseau. Norval is the one who created this artwork in this form, and he was given the name Zaapuknes, which means copper thunderbird in our language. That is his Indian name. And when you translate it into English, it becomes into copper thunderbird. So that image there is what I call in honor of my father and my grandfather. The reason why I say my grandfather is because of the colors that we have chosen on this particular painting here. And the colors that we had chosen was the colors of a rock. And the rock represents in our culture is our grandfather, our spiritual grandfather. And whenever we do a sweat lodge ceremony, we heat up the sweat lodge with rocks. So each and every individual rock that comes into the sweat lodge is a grandfather. So as you sit along the circle in the sweat lodge in the middle of the pit there, they bring in the hot coal of that rock. And when that rock hits the ground, everybody in the sweat lodge throws tobacco on it and says, Miigwech Nashumush, which means thank you, grandfather. We're giving him thanks for coming in to that door to listen, to hear us, to feel us. So this is what I mean by the rocks. On this painting here is the rocks that are surrounding the tree of life. The grandfather is surrounding the tree of life. If it wasn't for the grandfathers, we would not have a tree of life. So that is what the meaning of this painting here is honor to my grandfathers, who gives me these image each and every time I put the pencil to the canvas, or I put the brush to the paint and to the canvas again. This one here is probably one of my favorite legends. This one here is a legend and a teaching. This one here is a father and a son. It's called Bear Man. Boy who turned into bear. Here's the boy here, and here's the father here. And there's the bear there, the mother bear. A long time ago, it was said that there was a father and a son. And this father and this son had hardship in their life. They had many hardships where the father began to hit the boy. As he began to hit the boy didn't like it, and he ran out of the door, the teepee, and took off into the bush. And he was missing for days. Not only days, but he was missing for months. The whole tribe, the whole council went out to go search for him. They searched until the fall came, till the first snow fell, and they couldn't find him. So they gave up the search. And time went on. The winter went by. Next summer came, springtime. The spring hunt came along, and there was another trapper, another person that belonged to the community, was out checking his traps and doing his hunting. And all of a sudden he seen a bear walk out of the bush onto the grass by the riverside. And then he kept looking at him, and all of a sudden, shortly after that, he seen a little human boy walking right behind him, out into the grass towards the river. And right away he realized, he knew who that was. It was that little boy that took off that everybody's been searching for. So he says to him, "Hey, little boy, come here. Your dad misses you. Everybody misses you. They want you back." That little boy looked up at his dad and said, "No, I don't want to come home. These bears treat me a lot better than you have ever done. I'm not going home." That's the legend.